Tara Troopers, it's me, Tara. I am loving Temptation Island, so I want to talk to you guys about it. My thoughts and my recap on episodes 1 through 5, and then I'm going to film 6 and get you the reaction, even though it's going to cost me, but I can't wait. So anyway, leave a like, leave a comment, no spoilers. If you've already gone through 6 or more episodes, only talk about episodes 1 through 5 here. I love you so much. Don't forget, we spread hugs, love, and laughter here, Terror Troopers. And if you haven't already joined on my Patreon, you can head over there. That's where you can sync up with your own copy of Temptation Island. And we have a TV night together, you and me. It's so fun. Trust me. But you also get access to all of the other shows that I'm covering, like Traders UK, Love Island Australia. There's a bunch of stuff up there. And what else? Follow me on all the socials. And if you haven't caught me on The Real Rejects, I am there a lot, reacting to a bunch of TV and movies. So you can catch me over there. But here we're doing reality. So let's get into the drama. Let's the drama. Okay. Oh my goodness. I am obsessed with this show. Now, number one, let's start with Ashley and Grant. Okay. Ashley, she's an accountant and an entrepreneur, right? Grant is the owner and founder of Amora Beachwear. Okay. So they're together for a year and a half, but like Grant cheated on me a month into our relationship, says Ashley. And then Grant's like, yeah, over a while of time, it just built up into a bunch of mistrust and resentment. And I'm like, I wonder why. Now seeing 5 episodes, Grant can go F himself. I did not like him. Even in episode 1, remember when they're looking at the boys and the girls, and like Ashley, I didn't really love her either, because she was kind of being catty to the girls. Like she was saying like, kind of trashy, if you ask me. Like the second the girl walks away, and I was like, oh, harsh. And then Grant just seemed very open, even as he was getting bracelets. Right? He was like making eye contact, saying things. And I don't know, I just got a bad vibe from him. But then, hold on, I wrote down a quote that he said, hold on. He said, oh yeah, in episode 2, he said, is this genuine interest or just a distraction? When he's flirting with, I forget her name, but he's flirting with the girl, and he's like, I don't know if it's a distraction or if like it's genuine. And I'm like, you're flirting pretty hardcore, meaning you are the only one, day one, who is out by the pool drinking with one girl. And now and leading up to that, he keeps like flirting with her. He was the only one that was like getting pretty close to the girl, like right away. Because remember, like, Lino was like, I need to be in my room and journal. And even, like, Bion did that, right? And even, I think, Tyler didn't do anything on night 1. And, like, Grant didn't do anything. He was just, like, already tiptoeing, right? He was in there. So, okay, let's move on to, what did I write? Right, Shante and Bion, okay? So they're dating for a year, but Bion loves to flirt and loves threesomes. And she's like, nope and nope. And I'm like, how have you made it work for a year? Like, what? And it bugged me only because, like, he wouldn't shut up about threesomes. I was like, bro, like, if like you're talking about it so much, like if that's what you want, then leave your girlfriend and just go get it. Cause like, it's only going to make her feel more and more terrible. And you saying like, well, I love threesomes, but my girl, she's not into it. And I'm like, okay, and she's just sitting there going like, she said, I need to know if Bion can truly commit to me. And he goes, I've made mistakes, but I'm here to prove my love for Shante.
Oh, he didn't prove it. I saw that. Yep, I saw it in episode 4 or 5.
Where he got his threesome, right? With those two girls. Forgive me, I don't know the other people's names. Like, I didn't keep extra track of it. He gets his freaking threesome, and then almost the next morning and or immediately after, he goes, now let's see if we can get Samantha and Christine in there. Like, he doesn't even care that he has slept with those two girls who actually like him, right? He just goes like on to the next, and he takes another girl out. I forget her name, but they go on a date. He gives her a massage, right? I know I'm skipping ahead, but like I'm getting to the juice. He gives her a massage, right? And he keeps talking. He talks about like, you got to be a Christian. That's very important to me. And then he just slides right into the threesome talk. And she calls him out hard. She's like, so you call yourself a godly man, but you won't, like, you like threesomes? Like, that's what you want? Because, like, to her, that's not, like, a Christian thing. And he's trying to say, like, well, Christianity can be, whatever you want, which, like, I agree. Whatever you want to do, cool. Like, I'm not going to judge you for it. But and then he started, like, contradicting himself. And in her one-on-one, she was like, she goes, he says he wants a Christian, but also, he's got his girl, so he's not worried. And then I ask him about his girl, and I ask him, oh, okay, so you've got that. And then he doesn't respond. And then he talks about threesomes and then back. And she's like, you want to know what you call that? Dumb. And I was like, oh, God, she's so over it. And he doesn't even realize that she is talking so much shite behind his back in the one-on-one, right? Because I'm like, Breon, it literally only took you like 5 days to then have a threesome, a full, like, he doesn't even kiss, I don't think, anyone prior to that. He just goes straight to a threesome. And it broke my heart when they go to the red light and like Shantae's just sobbing and she's like, I really hope it's not him. And it is, right? I'm like, yeah, it's not, but because he's not in the tent, but I'm like, it is happening, just not in the tent. You know what I mean? Like, I felt so bad for her. Okay, and then I'll talk about the bonfires in a second, but okay, Alexa and Lino. So they've been together for 3 years, and like, she wants an engagement. Lino feels uncertain, like he's second choice. He's like, I need to be sure before fully committing. And that just says to me, like, you're not ready, dude. And also the fact that they have to pick up and move and he has to restart his life and a career. Like, she doesn't. She's just like, I'm traveling. I have a job there, right? I'm like, oh, no. Like, I think that would suck. It would irritate me. And even if I really like the person, I would be like, I'm going to have to go through heartbreak and get over this, because that's like ridiculous. How could you commit to that? And what did they like? What did he quote that I wrote down? Hold on. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Yeah, I mean, it's really just like Lino says, like, sometimes I feel like I'm not her first option, right? Which, like, we know he's said that before, but like, I feel like even just seeing them initially, that I was like, they're cute, but I don't think so. And it was weird when Lena goes into the house, he's like the one that's like the most like hands off and not really flirting and like in his room journaling and thinking about it, right? I was surprised by that. Like, he didn't even seem interested. I was like, okay. Okay. And then hold on. And then Alexa, I'm like, she's not, sorry, I have a wedgie. Oh God. I'm leaving that in because I don't edit these down. Sorry. gotta live my life. Okay, now for Alexa, right? She is like, all she wants is Lino, and she's really certain that she wants marriage, but then she's like, I get it. She's like, I can't live like this for the rest of my life, meaning where he keeps bringing up that she cheated on him. My Alexa's talking at me, guys. It's drama today. Okay, I'm just making sure this is still rolling. Goodness gracious. Wild day. She then goes like, I don't need him, and I'm tired of him bringing up that she cheated, like right in the beginning, and I'm sure that has wrecked him for a while. I get that. But I also understand because they've been together for over 3 years, and I'm like, and this keeps coming up? Like, bro, Lino, nope. Like, I would have stopped that after a year and being like, listen, we can't keep, like, I made a huge mistake. I've apologized over a year for it or whatever. But, like, I get why she was saying I can't live like that anymore. Because it's that would suck to, like, he's constantly, like, dangling this guilt over her head, which would blow. I wouldn't like that. She made a mistake, but I'm like, that would bug me. But what also bugged me on the other end is that Lino's like, oh, so I build you up. I make sure that you get to school, and I make you like a more eligible bachelorette. And now, like, you don't need me. Real convenient. And I was like the Bonfires, they do a great job of editing. They don't show everything because they want to start the drama. And you know what? We're here for it, sadly. I'll get to the Bonfires in a second. I just want to talk about Taylor and Tyler. Taylor, I understand her because she has her guard up. But I'm like, girl, I think your guard up is you have your guard up with Tyler because you don't trust him. And like, I think that guard up is trying to tell you something because they've been together for how long? Like 2 years. And it was like, she says Tyler's past decisions make it hard for me to trust him. Duh. And then she's like, I want to prove to her that I'm committed and I've changed. We know what happens there. But even from the beginning, when they go to break up, she's really, really sad, and she's like crying, and she's like, it's always me, like, making the sacrifice or just asking, like, can you commit to me? And I felt really bad for her. And because her pickup after, she's like, I know, because he goes, I just want to hug you and like love on you. And like, I don't want this to be a bad, like, they're walking away from each other and becoming single. He wanted it to be a better experience. And then, she has all this guilt after in her one-on-one. She's like, I should have just been softer and like more love, but like I have my guard up. And she's like, that's just how I am. It's a protection thing. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, but I also think that you wouldn't have as many guards up with someone that was more meant for you. Right. And like, we know Taylor, he effed up. Like, I mean, he gets so close with Kay. He doesn't take it so fast like Brianna and Grant. He takes it slower, but he's still building an emotional connection fairly quickly, right? So, hold on. Let me get to the Bonfire. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got to get to my notes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the Bonfire of it. Okay. So yeah. So Brian and then he sees Shante dancing closer with a guy, and he's like, honestly, I wish it was more. I wish he would have like slapped her butt or something just to see that like she could be sexual. And I'm like, dude, y'all do not belong together. Because if that's what you're requesting at the Bonfire, I'm like, I hope y'all break up. And I feel so bad for Shante. And then she was showing clips of Brian, and she just said like, it was challenging for her, like she felt hurt and a little bit betrayed, but she gave him a lot of room. She seemed upset, but she still was like, I just have to like trust in him or whatever. And I'm like, okay. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Where is it? Oh, right. It's like, because like when Grant was viewing Ashley, she described their relationship as the most toxic relationship she's ever been in. And I'm like, yeah, like totally. Like, girl.
It definitely is. Like, I do not like Grant at all.
I think he's a narcissist. I do.
Because they're at the bar, and then they go, the Grant, like, he starts to talk about like the challenges they faced and like the impact of like his past actions or whatever. And there's something that he said. Did I write it down? Yeah, I wrote, Grant says I'm having a hard time resisting Ashley myself. And the first time she felt freedom with a fun guy, and yeah, maybe she says to him, what? Oh, Ashley, who was sad, says that to that one guy with like the curly hair, he's super cute, that she's vibing with, that's the first time she felt freedom. And I'm like, girl, I don't know why you're in this with Grant. Number one, he's cheated on you. You can't trust him, and it's toxic. Get out. Right? And then I feel like at the bonfire, I wrote something down of like, Grant doesn't even take real responsibility for it. He just goes, I know I did those things, but like he does a thing where he throws it back on Ashley, and I hate him for it. Can't stand the guy. I truly think he's a true narcissist. Like, so right now, this is where the editing got real tricky, is when they show Lino and she's like, I don't need him. And then it just cuts. And I'm like, oh God. Because right after she says, but I love him. Like, I don't want this to end. Like they do a good job editing to make it look real bad. And then they show him. What did they show him? I don't think they. Oh, no. And then she watched him saying that he feels like second choice, right? And I think that's what led her later to being like crying and be like, I can't keep doing this because he keeps blaming me for the mess up, And then Tyler, I viewed Taylor discussing her like her no. Tyler. Oh, that's right. Taylor was discussing his past infidelity and him not having a job for like close to a year. And she was like, I own the house and I pay for the groceries and like I do everything. And like and I'm like, oh, that's bad. It's not bad. I mean, when you're in a relationship, you want to take care of the other person. That's a plus. But when Tyler viewed that, he considered like walking away, right? He was like, I felt like he said like, I'm ready to like, maybe I just like want to get out of here or something. And then he's like, Mark does a really good job of getting them to like trust the process. But in hearing that, in him watching Taylor discuss that, he didn't even bring up him not having a job and like kind of feeling bad maybe about it and being like, I've tried to help out. And he just immediately went to like, almost like Grant did, immediately went to like putting it back on Taylor. I was like, bro, why aren't you saying like, yeah, I haven't had it. He was just like, he got like emotional and just, I don't know. I think that Tyler and Grant should be best buddies because they're both the ones to move on real fast. And I both think Grant's definitely a narcissist. Tyler is less, but I don't like the way that he just like threw it back on her and that they don't take responsibility for what they're seeing in the video. You know, I don't like that. So, okay, hold on. Now I'm going to go, where's the second bonfire? I think I wrote it in here or in my notes here. Okay, so the second bonfire really goes down because that's where Ashley watches Grant, Natalie on a boat. Grant talks about like, I'm having a good time with you. And she doesn't even respond. She's just like, I just feel numb. And I'm like, oh, this is the beginning of the end, because she feels numb because I'm like, you knew what you were going to see is that he's already inching towards this other woman, right? And then, Lino is confessing towards Mia that like, he's never been first choice, yada, yada, yada. Oh, right. Then poor Shante sees footage of Bion doing the body shots, and that girl takes her time on his neck. And I felt so bad for Shante because she was definitely like, that's obviously crossing boundaries and like disrespectful in her opinion. But she's like, I hope that he like reflects on this and like and doesn't go any further. And I'm like,
I wouldn't count on it.
Oh, it's so bad. Hold on. And then, let's see. I think that was the only, right. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I know I should edit these down, but I'm like, I don't have time. Okay, 1 second. Let's see, episode 4 and then 5. I just want to make sure I'm not like missing because I know I'm going through the couples, but I'm like, yeah. Okay. So I do remember that in like 4 and 5, that's when like the light starts going on and then Shante really breaks down. She's like, I can't do this. I thought she was going to leave. And then, let's see. And then I felt like, after, right. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. I feel like Grant, after he watches Ashley and the comments during the latest like bonfire, he like gets all embarrassed and then he just like decides to like he's gonna be single. And I'm just like, ugh, he's so exhausting. Seriously, he's so exhausting. And then he just immediately clings on to Natalie, right? They're just like, and Natalie is here for it, right? And then I'm like, I didn't expect him to go like, he sees that, he gets hurt because Ashley's like, she's feeling independent, finally feels freedom. And like, she says something like, not so great about Grant, which not surprised because you're not being so great, Grant. And then he goes in the shower and he juices her. It's like day 3. I'm like, bro. And then the next day he like regrets it. Right? They're on the hammock and he goes like, I don't know. I just feel like we shouldn't do anything physical. Like we'll just be friends. And like Natalie's like, yeah, okay, we can be friends. And I'm like, oh God. And he's sitting there playing his guitar being like, I didn't want this. Will you still love me? I'm like, oh my God.
I hate you so much. I'm sorry. I'm just like,
You're not really a good person, and now
you're writing a song about heartbreak, and you're the one doing the breaking since like day one.
Bruh. Hey, do you see yourself? I hope after the show you watch the show and you're like, I'm kind of gross. Like, I'm not here for it. And I feel like that Natalie, she's just like kind of here for him, right? I'm like, I'm just surprised how close they got. And then let's say yeah. Oh God, the saddest thing was when Taylor started crying at the bonfire, and she's like, this always happens with every guy. And then she's like, I'm not worthy. And then she's like, I wouldn't date me either. And I just felt so bad for her because I know what that's like to get in that downward spiral and you just feel like crap. And she just saw him like, touching Kay's back and like all this juice. And it's just like, it's terrible. And like, that's kind of when like the girls bond extra because like some bad stuff went down, like they are starting to see where the guys' heads are at. Like they're they're making mistakes, and then hold on, let's see. Yeah, okay. So and then I wrote down like that the episode 5, right? Because I'm like, Lino, he's still doing fine. He's like kind of flirting. And then obviously we've got Tyler with Kay, and he like likes Kay, but Kay really likes him. And she's like trying to get up to the bedroom. I like that at least he's playing it kind of slow. Like all they've done is kiss so far. And I think that's a plus that they're like just getting to know each other. But every time Kay goes like, she'll make a joke. She'll be like, with me? And he'll go, he makes like a weird noise. And then in his one-on-ones and his pickups, he goes like, I don't know about that, all that with Kay. But, and I'm like, oh God, he's going to break Kay's heart. I feel like he's going to go through this. He's going to use Kay as like a rock, and she's really sweet, and they might juice it. And then he might get out and be like, I can't do this because it's too soon, right? And I'll feel bad for Kay because she's like kind of obsessed with him. She really likes him, and I'm surprised. And then Lino, whatever. And then we know Bion is just like, give me all the girls. I want more threesomes. How many can we get in here? And I'm just like, oh my God, you guys are just so boring. Sorry, guys. I think my mic stopped working there for a sec. Oh, good. I might just have to use this mic. So if the sound goes in and out, forgive me, because I might have to go from camera sound to this sound because I think I might have hit pause. Like I said, it's a bad day today. Like literally, it's been absolute chaos. Like my fridge started like flooding. And then work was insane. I had to do so many things and prep so much footage, and the Final Cut wasn't working, and I was like panicking, and then let's not even get into it. It's just too much. Anyway, if the sound's not great, sorry, that's why. Okay, so my favorite thing is that Ashley and Blake, they're doing the thing where they sit on each other and they're just like breathing, and she gets so comfortable with him, and he's just like, I love being close to her and just being able to feel her. Like, he is so sweet and adorable. And that other guy, the tall guy, he says in his one-on-one, he's like, I know that like she's gonna have fun with him, but like she's gonna come back to me. But then when they come back from the yoga thing, like the intimate yoga thing, there's a vibe, and he goes like, I hate to say it, but I'm jealous of him. The tall guy does. I wish I knew all their freaking names, but I don't. Anyway, then we cut to the red light going on in the guy's house at 1 a.m. And I am thinking it's gonna be Ashley and Blake. Because it's definitely not going to be Breon with the latest date he went on because that girl's like, he's dumb. Nope, I'm not doing that. She doesn't want to deal with the threesome stuff. Leno is not there yet. Here's my cute kitty. Say hi. Leno's not there yet. Right at really close at all to like even kissing a girl. And Kay and Tyler, I think they've already been in the tent. They had their kiss. They're very much like, they're like, I just want to go and lay in bed. So I'm like, I don't think it's them. I think they're literally in his room, like laying in bed, cuddling, right? They don't really need the tent, right? But who needs the tent is Ashley and Blake, and I really hope it's them because I love him, and I just think he brings out like such a good side of Ashley. Like she's not operating like a judgy biatch like she was in the beginning with Grant. Remember how she was judging those girls? She was saying some mean, nasty comments that I was like, dang, girl. And now she's not. She's just like when she saw Grant, she's like, I'm not surprised. I'm glad I've seen it. Glad it's off my chest. I knew that that's who he was the entire time, which is why I think, girls, you got to trust your instincts more and just go, do I trust this or do I not? Which is why I think the same thing happened with Taylor. She had a wall up because her instincts told her like she couldn't really trust him. And I just think, try it out for a while, but if your instincts keep telling you that, get out. And obviously, Ashley was like, whatever, glad to see it. She enters out, she's like, I'm a single woman. But so I'm thinking that with that intimacy session, that brought out a different side in Ashley because Blake makes her feel safe and heard and like listened to. And also she has a lot of fun with him, even though initially she said, I would be more attracted to the other guy, the tall brown haired guy. And I'm like, yeah, but this guy's freaking adorable and fun and he likes you. And now that they did the intimacy thing, I think she will feel comfortable enough to like juice it with him. Don't you think? Like, I can't wait. I'm just like praying it's them. I really am. And I hope all the guys over there are suffering a little bit and thinking it's their girl. Because honestly, besides Leno, all the rest of the guys, I'm like, get out of here. Like, just please just be with the girls. Like, just do the Temptation Island thing. And ladies, just know, like, just you're single now. Right? Like, just the biggest thing that I'm waiting on is for Shante to be like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this. And I don't know if she's strong enough because the way she was sobbing in that bed, just like, I can't do this. I just love him so much. And like, she gives him a lot of credit. She's like, I just love, and I just think after seeing the threesome, come on, you gotta be like, right? Like, she's gotta, come on now. I hope that she moves on and tries a little something with somebody else because I'm like, girl, Brianna's not your guy. You know what I mean? All the guys are poopy, really, except for Leno. He's doing all right. He's doing fine. I felt really bad for that one girl that really liked him. And then she got kicked off because, like, she was getting too attached. I forget what her name was, but I felt terrible. And you could totally read it as she was getting kicked off, like how hurt she was. Like, I felt it. She was like, it's fine, guys. You can just, it's good. I'm good. And I'm like, you are so not good. You know what I mean? Like, I felt for her. And when that one guy, I don't forget his name. He's like, I need to go home. I'm going home. I'm taking myself out. Like, because he thought, he's like, Taylor obviously has a bigger connection with somebody else, and it's not me, and I'm not interested in anyone else. And I'm like, I would probably do the same. I'd be like, I'm going to take myself out. I got to go home. Bye. Like, y'all, I've had enough. What else? I don't think there's anything else, and there's no more notes in here. It's really just like, I don't like Grant. He's a narcissist. I can't wait to look up more about him after the show ends because I just know. I'm just like, how do you guys not see that he is totally thinking about himself? I don't think that he has a terrible heart. It's not that. I just don't think that he knows what he wants. He's mostly looking out for himself. And when he's worrying about Ashley, it's only that he's worrying about her seeing what he's done. He's not like, I wonder how Ashley's feeling right now. You know, I'm like, give me a break, bro. Like this, I just don't like. He is on the top of my list of like, who's the guys you don't like? Him. The most don't like him. Can't. That's it. I love you guys. I hope you like this recap. I know it's kind of all over the place. My notes are all over the place, but I wanted to get this to you as soon as possible. And then I want to be able to watch episode 6 and send it to the editors and pay them money to do it, even though it might not make me any money. But maybe you want to join Patreon so you can get a full uncut reaction, full length, watch along for Temptation Island for episode 6 through 10. I think there's 10 episodes. Any Hoosier, you let me know what you think. No spoilers. No spoilers. I think it went from Jennifer Coolidge to Canadian. I don't know what's going on. No spoilers. Remember, we spread hugs, love, and laughter here at Terror Troopers. I love you guys. Thanks for dealing with me and the chaos and sound. And I think I picked a wedgie and burped and things fell. And welcome to my life. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.